Alright, chat, so we'll watch this one. Marvel Rivals Gamers just destroyed DEI Slop. A lot of DEI stuff is dying right now, so this should be a fire video. Let's check it out.
Over the last 24 hours or so, a lot of people have been talking about this post over on our Marvel Rivals titled Marvel Rivals
This is so ugly.
Avengers Cosmetic Comparison. This comparison post then getting reposted on Twitter and getting more people to talk about it, and the discourse just proliferating from there. As you probably know, Marvel Rivals is that new NetEase hero shooter game. Personally, I've been having a lot of fun with that game myself. Never played Overwatch, never cared to play it, but Rivals has been very addicting. Granted, it's been out for like a month now, and
Dude, this game is gonna, for sure... I remember everybody was saying, oh, it's just gonna have like a 1 month and everybody be bored of it. This game is gonna be Overwatch on steroids, dude. This is gonna be like 10 times more popular than Overwatch. And the game is beautiful. The gameplay is fun. It's addicting. I can't wait. After this video, we're gonna play some here on Twitch and TikTok. It just looks spectacular. I just love this game.
I only started playing it about 2 weeks ago, so I kind of missed like the very start, but hey, still close enough, I guess. Anyways, the game Marvel's Avengers, the other game in the comparison that we're going to take a look at in a moment, as mentioned, was released in 2020, developed by Crystal Dynamics and originally published by
A failed
Square
game,
Enix.
guys.
In other videos, we've talked about how Square Enix has been increasingly embracing things like DEI policies over the last number of years, and interestingly enough, how their financial situation has also been getting astronomically worse over the last number of years too. So
If you guys been watching a lot of stuff in like the world news, just like in general, it sounds like DEI is falling apart. Even Mark Zuckerberg said he's no longer doing DEI stuff, so it might be a good time to be a gamer, bro.
now when we take a look at these designs for Marvel's Avengers, let me know if you think perhaps Square and perhaps DEI policies and stuff like that may have affected these designs. Oh, I should also mention, I'm not very familiar with Crystal Dynamics. However, I do think some people had said that like some of the more recent Tomb Raider games were kind of embracing those policies too. Once again, that part of the topic I'm not that familiar with, so perhaps if you're more familiar with that in the comments, please do elaborate on that for us. Alright, with that all said, let's take a look at the comparisons. On the left, we've got Marvel Rivals.
So just tell me right now, chat. You walk into a bar. I guess this is for the ladies, huh? My bad, guys. My bad, guys. I was gonna say you walk in a bar. Who are you taking home? But I guess that's more for the ladies, huh? My bad. My bad. But seriously though, this looks like crap. This looks like crap right here compared to this. Like this looks phenomenal. It looks so comic booky, so great, so beautiful. This looks like a, I don't even know, dude. Like a Call of Duty skin, maybe. Maybe like a Call of not even Fortnite. A Call of Duty skin. Like this is just ugly. Like just so ugly.
And on the right, we've got Marvel's Avengers. And yeah, Cap is just looking sad. Like, not even a figure of speech. Like, the dude literally looks depressed. I'm
That's
not
actually
sure if
true.
Thor's looking any better. It's not.
What is this? Like what is this? Look at those legs, dude. That guy is not skip leg day. Jesus.
Terrible, I suppose, but it's certainly not very heroic. Iron Man's just looking more like Walmart Iron Lad.
Dude. What is this? This is nightmare fuel right here.
Or like Walmart Iron Lad. What is going on with Widow? You see on the left Black Widow.
Hot not.
They made her very womanly. On the right, they've done that thing that we've seen other games do where they make like the women have larger shoulders than their hips. Like, I don't know why it's a thing, but some games are doing that lately, and usually when they're
so
embracing
weird,
that
dude.
DEI slop. So once again, let me know if you think that might be the case here too. Oh gosh, here's another example of Widow. Yeah, man, they were not cooking. Hawkeye is literally looking like he got this at that Halloween store. What's it called? Like,
Dude, this Hawkeye looks so good. Like in game, he looks so good as well. Like I love this model for him. This, like again, this just looks like a Call of Duty basic skin, I guess. Basic Call of Duty player.
Party City, I think. Is that the one? No offense to anyone who's gotten costumes from there. But you know, it's supposed to be some like heroic game. It's supposed to be like the real Hawkeye. I don't know if there's any better. It's like equally as bad in my opinion. The shades are not helping, but to be fair, I also don't like the Hawkeye designs in Rival.
I figured it out, guys. This looks like the Sims characters. This looks like Sims characters. That instead of Call of Duty, we're gonna call them the Sims characters. That's what it is. Sims versus like comic book coolness. Cool comic book character, the Sims.
Rivals. So moving on to Spider-Man. And I will say this is the only one that
It's
I
not
think
that bad.
doesn't look terrible. I don't think it looks good, but it's passable. It's
Yeah, I
not
agree.
as
I
bad as
agree.
the other ones. You can't say the same for Black Panther though. This just looks weird. It looks like they made Panther's hips wider than his shoulders are. And then for Widow, they make her shoulders wider than her hips. I just don't get it. Now the Rivals Panther on the left though
That's scary, dude. That's scary bad.
does look pretty sick. Oh no. Yeah, this just got significantly worse, and it was already terrible. I don't even have much to say here. I don't think I need much to say on this one. The pictures speak plenty. The Panther on the left would be ashamed of the Panther on the right. And then we've got Bucky. I don't think this is the worst one that we've seen, but
I think it looks terrible. Like The Sims for sure. Terrible.
look better if he had the mask, in my opinion. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot about the Hulk. We've definitely got to talk about this. So, as I'm sure you can tell, the top image this time is the Rivals design, and the one on the bottom is the Avengers design. Why is he looking like he's trying to take notes from Blob or something? I think I also forgot this Thor, my bad. The Rivals Thor is literally like double the thickness of the Avengers Thor.
Besides this guy looking scrawny, he doesn't look that bad. I'll give him this. It doesn't look that bad. He just looks like he's been skipping the gym. And this guy looks pretty beefy, but it's not that bad.
And then same for this one too. And I'm not even saying that their Rivals designs are perfect. I think some of them are better than others, and some of them are kind of like over the top even. But I'll certainly take the Rivals designs over whatever the heck they were trying to do.
This game looks beautiful.
With the Avengers designs. As mentioned, since this discourse started, gamers have been mocking the Avengers designs. Some even comparing them to Concord. However, as you can see, some people actually defending the Avengers designs as well. Such as the comment on the bottom attempting to defend the Rivals designs because they came out 4 years ago, which is obviously a terrible point. There's designs from games that are like 20 plus years old that look awesome. There's thousands of posts of people mocking those designs over on Twitter and back on Reddit. Same thing here. For example, top post saying, the more I swiped, the worse it got, and lol, the Avengers game looks like knockoffs. This user pointing out something interesting, saying, they're all slouched over too. That likely doesn't help. They don't stand upright or heroic. That really contributes to the feel of them just being some dude in a costume rather than...
That's actually an interesting point right there. They do kind of look lackluster, you know, like those characters look like they didn't want to be there. They're kind of just like lazily put together, just kind of there. The ones on the Marvel characters, they look like actually heroes. They look vibrant, colorful. They look like they're meant to catch your eye. The other ones just look like they're supposed to be there for the game.
The presence of a superhero. They basically didn't understand superheroes at all. This response also talking about something that I mentioned, which is how they look depressed. Says, I know that was my thought. All the Avengers models have this depressed look on their face, and they're all in static slouch poses. They look sad. So yeah, Marvel Rivals players are largely mocking those Avengers designs. However, that does take us to something else that I saw going on in recent Rivals discourse. That being this tweet from Pirate Nation, who says, I refuse to believe this is a real person, and showing this Steam discussions post that is titled, Gender-swapped heroes in Season 1 are necessary, and they go on to demand gender-swapped heroes. Now, in my humble opinion, this is very obvious bait. However, some people in the responses didn't seem to realize that this is most likely bait, and they essentially fell for it. For those that don't know, the Steam forums are often used
100%, like, well, not 100%, but yeah, that's a bait comment. They're just trying to get you to get angry, dude. Just leave it as is. Like, we don't need if you want, we could do like skins. If you want it, you could buy it, I guess. But like, let's just stop. Let's just stop.
To farm Jester awards because it's amusing to do such. I myself have, on occasion, made like very obvious bait posts try and farm Jesters, and it's actually worked really well. Like, I actually made a very
troll
post on the Concord Steam discussion page when it was still like released, when it was still not delisted, and dude, I got like 50 plus Jesters on that post. It was great. So knowing that this is bait though, just for the lulz.
So that just goes to tell you, chat, hatred will always win. Negativity, hatred always gets the clicks, dog. So we're gonna make this most hatred title we can for clickbait.
Let's take a look at this. Gender-swapped heroes in Season 1 are necessary. Hello, I think I speak for the large community to say we don't like playing certain heroes because of them being only one gender, male or female. Such obvious bait. Oh my god.
You know what's interesting about this comment right here? You don't hear anybody from the PoE if you guys play PoE. The Twitch chat, I know you guys play some PoE too, but on YouTube, if you're watching this and you play PoE, nobody is making these posts where they're complaining about specific gender-only roles. Like the Ranger, you could only be a female Ranger right now, and I don't see anybody raging about that. I don't see any posts about it. The gamers are just playing. Gamers just game. So this is probably not a gamer.
When the new heroes are released, we should have gender-swapped versions for each one to not discriminate against people that want to play those heroes, but not their given gender. I.e., we want to play Doctor Strange, but he's too masculine for us. We want a female-swapped version with the same kit as him. This will allow everyone to play equally. Hopefully we can get this fixed for Season 1. Now, as obvious of bait as that is, like, Rivals players are not seriously demanding this. And hypothetically, even if this wasn't bait, it's like one dude. But that said, it's still funny how to a lesser extreme extent, there are people who unironically kind of make takes like this. For example, just yesterday, we were talking about this Redditor who seriously said that it's disrespectful for games to include a male/female character option, and that they should all essentially be Type 1 and Type 2. A very clearly terminally...
I've actually seen that argument, and it's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in my life, guys. Like, we've had males and females throughout the history of gaming, and now, like, I dare a new game right now to put Type 1 and Type 2. I dare you. I just dare you right now. See what happens.
Online and brain-rotted take. The good news is, the majority of Marvel Rivals players don't seem to be like those sort of people, those modern audience sorts of people, and the only ones who really are probably ones who came over from playing Overwatch. And even though I'm completely serious, that's a joke, so no one get offended, okay? Okay, cool. Anyways, yeah, that's about that, so let me know what you guys think about the Marvel Avengers designs versus the Rivals designs, and once again, the important question, do you think that DEI policies and perhaps influence from Square Enix being the publisher may have been a cause, maybe not the entire cause, but at least a part of the cause for why those designs ended up being the way that they were? And let me know what you think about all this Steam discussion, trolling, and like unironic posts like that though, and you know, everything that we went over. You get the point. I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this segment, consider liking and or subscribing. Appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.
I think, guys, make sure you guys come subscribe and like. I'm 100% saying the DEI 100% had an effect on the 2020 Marvels game. It totally changed the models. I think it totally changed the game. And I think it's probably a very, very high chance why that game failed. I'm no expert, but I really think that is why that game was hyped. People were hyped for that game until it came out, until we saw the slop that it was. People were very high. I was going to buy it, and then I saw everybody playing, and I was like, ooh, that's ugly. So I never bought it. I never bought it after I saw the gameplay. So I dare you. I dare you right now. Put a Type 1 and a Type 2. This might be a good video to watch too. Maybe another time. A Type 1 and a Type 2 in the new games you guys are developing. I dare you. I dare you today to do that. You will not make any sales, in my opinion. But hey, I might be wrong. Who knows? But alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're on YouTube, we Twitch reactions, we Twitch gameplay. Right now, we're gonna go after this chat. We're going right now. We're gonna go play some Marvel Rivals. So if you guys watch this video, check out TikTok or Twitch. We'll be streaming. Hopefully, you come hang out while we play some PoE or Marvel Rivals. Or that's pretty much the top two games we're playing right now. So, all right, chat. Appreciate it. YouTube comments. Leave us a comment. What's going on? Let us know if you love us or hate us, and subscribe.